I was a child, my family would travel down to western Kentucky, where my parents were born. And there's a backwards old town that's often remembered so many times that my memories are worn. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Sometimes we travel right down the Green River to the abandoned old prison down by Adrie Hill, where the air smells like snakes and we shoot with our pistols. Empty pop bottles was all that we killed. And Daddy, won't you take me back to Muhlenberg County, down by the Green River where paradise lay? Well, I'm sorry, my son, but you're too late in asking. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away. Mr. Peabody's coal train has hauled it away.
All right, so for those of you that haven't taken lessons with me, I just want to give you a quick tour here. This is the sheet music right here, and I'm making that available in the study guide, the free study guide, so I hope you download that. This is the tablature. You have to be able to read tablature if you're having problems picking things up on what I'm playing on the guitar, but it's actually very, very easy. And I'll include a link in the study guide too to help you with learning tab if you don't already know that. Here's the chords right here for the song, and we're going to get into detail about the chords here in a little bit. Here's the fingers that we're plucking with, and it's thumb, thumb, index, thumb, index. And whatever you do, don't say that last word to your husband or wife. They might slap you or something. Anyway, and this is the fretboard, and the notes light up when it's played. So the whole thing is automated. And I have this program included. It's called Tux Guitar. I have this included in the free downloads as well. All right, so up here are the beats, and the beats are what happens. This is one measure. All right, so it says measure 1 here, and if we skip over and go to measure 2, you'll see this number changing as well. Okay, so these are all the different measures. So in a measure we have 6 beats. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3 primary downbeats, and that is because we are in 3/4 time, the waltz time as you would want to call it. So there's 6 beats in waltz time, 6 subdivisions, and basically 3 basic beats, which are the downbeats of waltz. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And it would also be counted 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so what we're doing here is I have the strings that we're plucking on the right hand, and we're plucking for this particular measure, which is verse 1, you could see. And almost throughout this entire song here, we're plucking strings 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. And we're only using, as you could see right here, 2 fingers. We're using the thumb and the index finger. John Prine did that a lot. He used just 2 fingers instead of doing a 3-finger style. So it's relatively easy on the right hand. Left hand is very easy as well. So download the study guide if you haven't done so already, and let's get right into the lesson. There's 3 chords in this song. It's a 3-chord song. It's in the key of D. And so as you might guess, the D chord is going to be our root main chord of the song, the tonal center of the song. When you hear a song is in a certain key, you could expect that the main chord of the song is in other words, if it's in the key of D, your main chord is going to be a D chord. So the first chord we're going to be doing is a form of a D chord called a D sus2 chord. And we've had this before. It's, let me put the chart up here. It's 2 frets up on the 3rd string with your index finger and 3 frets up with your ring finger on the 2nd string, like so. There's the chord right here. Now you might be thinking, why aren't we pressing down and forming a regular D chord? We don't have to. We're never going to be plucking that 1st string. So we can just, and we're going to be needing this finger anyway to get another form of a G chord here. So we can just leave it like this. So try that. Try just holding that chord, getting that chord with me. And so pretty easy. It's just 2 fingers. The next thing we want to go over is the counting, the beats, the rhythm, the timing of this. This is in waltz time. So waltz time, there's basically 3 basic downbeats of this. 1, 2, 3. That's one measure. So it's 1, 2, 3, measure 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Very simple rhythm. Now what we're doing though is we're going to be picking in between those notes in the subdivision. So look at it like there's 6 beats, but we'll call them ands because that's technically correct. And if you notice, let me get this chart up here. If you notice, the and of 1 is omitted. We don't pick anything on the right hand. We're not playing a note there, and we're resting on that note. So very simply, we're playing, a simple way to look at it is we're playing on 5 of the 6 possible notes here in one measure. And we're doing that repeatedly. The pattern never changes. It's every single time we're doing that same thing over and over again. So if you're holding this chord, let me just show you what notes we're playing, what fingers we're picking here. On the chart here, you can see it's 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. That's one measure. So it's strings 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. Very simple, and we're pausing. So if we're counting it out like six beats, counting it 1, pause, 2, and 3, and the strings are 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. Why don't you try that with me? I'll count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. I'll count it one more time. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Pausing on that and of 1. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. We're only using 2 fingers. We're not doing 3 fingers here. We're just doing 2 fingers. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2. Let me play it evenly. We'll just repeat that. We're holding down the chord here, and we're just playing this measure. And let's play it a bunch of times here. We'll play it through. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2, 4. 3, 2, 3, 2. Second chord of this song is a G6 sus2 chord. Sounds like a mouthful, but it's a pretty easy chord. It's 3 frets up with your middle finger on the 6th string, 2 frets up with the index finger on the 3rd string, and 3 frets up with your ring finger on the 2nd string. So you form this chord and it looks like this. But what do you notice about this chord? It's this chord here, it's the D sus2 chord, only with the G note on the 6th string, 3 frets up on the bass string. That's all that's happening here. So instead of thinking of this chord as this position right here and having to go from this chord and then taking your fingers off and then having to painstakingly form that chord, no, you don't have to do that. The D chord is already formed here, and all you have to do is just put your finger right down here on the 6th string, 3 frets up, and form that chord. All right? So basically we're going from this chord to this chord right here. So that's how you change that chord. You leave these 2 fingers down, the D sus2 chord, and you just play with your, reach over here with your middle finger and on the 6th string. Now if you're having problems reaching, remember, tilt your, I'm doing it wrong here because should be like this. You should be, your guitar resting on your left leg if you're having problems forming that chord or reaching over here. All right, so all we're doing is just going like this. All right, so why don't you try that with me? We're going D sus2, we're just going to G6 sus2 chord right there. All right, so very simple. It's just one finger we're moving. We never have to move these 2 fingers here in this song. All right. There's only one time we're for the A chord. We have a 1-fingered A chord that we're going to be using. I'll get into that. But that's all we're doing here. All right, so as far as the strings we're plucking, it's almost exactly the same thing. Instead of hitting, and let me get this up, instead of hitting the 4th string as your first note, we're hitting the 6th string as your first note to form a G 6 sus2 chord. So that's basically this: 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. So it's just like the D chord, except switching that first note of the measure from 4 to 6. So this would be the D sus2 chord and G chord, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. All right, so we're only moving that one finger, very easy. 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. Let me get it on my right hand real close. 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. Why don't you try that with me? Here we go. 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 6, 3, 2, 3, 2. And of course I'm holding down this chord here. 6, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Here's the hardest chord of the song. This couldn't be any easier. It's the A chord, the A sus2 chord. And remember, we're only in finger picking can you have these kind of simple chords. If you were to strum this chord, I guess it would be a chord. It would sound like this. It would sound like kind of, just almost like what the guitar sounds like anyway when you don't even fret anything. But the key with finger picking is we're getting to pick the correct notes with our right hand, and we don't have to fret with the left hand. So the A sus2, one finger. Get the chart up here. One finger, 2 frets up on the 3rd string. And we're plucking it starting out with the A root note. So the strings that we're plucking is, I'm hoping that you're pressing down here. Strings we're plucking is 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2. Couldn't be any easier. 5, 3, 2, 3, 2. And then when we go back to the D chord, you could just leave this finger here down the whole time. Basically, all we're doing is when we go to that A sus2 chord, we're just taking the finger off. We're taking that one finger off, and we're plucking, instead of the 4th string with the D sus2 chord, we're plucking the 5th string and we're taking this finger off because we need that open 2nd string to form an A sus2 chord. So it's 5, 3, 2, 3, 2, 5, 3, 2, 3, 2. Time out. Wait a minute. Not that easy. There's a little bit of a trick to this song here, especially when we're finger styling it. It has what's known as a swing rhythm on the offbeats. And basically swing rhythm, it's the notes are not evenly spaced. They have a delay in them. Okay, specifically the and of 2 and the and of 3 have swing rhythm factor in it. And rather than me have to try to explain what it is, I found a video that the guy did a marvelous job explaining what it is. And before we get into the play-along, I want you to watch that video. And then in my play-alongs, my audio play-along MP3s, I have a click track programmed with the swing rhythm factor. That's going to tell us when the notes come in, all right? So it's a feel thing. You've got to feel it, but I know you could feel it. It's a very popular rhythm, and we're just going to intellectualize it for a while. I have a link in the study guide to a video that I think you should watch to understand what swing rhythm is. And then for the play-along coming up right now, we're going to be using the swing rhythm factor to be able to play this. So pause this video, watch that one on YouTube, and then come back here and we'll do the play-along. One, two, three.